Hey guys, welcome back to the Model Car Vault. It has been a crazy busy summer and I haven't had time to post much over the last couple of months, but I'm back and I've got something really cool to show you. So I spent the last couple of months organizing all of my diecast cars, specifically Hollywood cars, meaning anything from movies, TV shows, celebrity-owned rides, anything from history or pop culture. I just classify them as Hollywood cars. And after renovating our basement, I said this is a perfect opportunity to find a new home for them. Still in my house, of course. And I said, I want something practical, functional, something that can house everything nicely, neatly, and give them enough space. So I did a lot of shopping and basically I came up with this guy. So this cabinet behind me is the IKEA Brimnes, if I'm pronouncing that right, cabinet. It's actually two of them put together. And after shopping around lots of places, I found that this was the most ideal solution for especially 118 cars and the number of cars that I have. And it fits my space perfectly and it did not break my bank. So what sold me about this cabinet is the fact that these glass shelves are about 13 inches deep and about 15 inches wide, whereas a lot of cabinets I saw were about 10, 11, or maximum 12 inches deep. And if you're a 118 collector like me, the cars can get long. The average car is like 9 to 10, maybe sometimes 11 inches long. But I've got cars like this one, the Reservoir Dogs Cadillac. It's one of my longest ones for sure. It's almost 13 inches long. So let's see how it fits. So ideally, if you had only one car on the shelf, you put it on an angle and looks pretty nice. It fits with lots of space to go around. You can put it completely sideways like that. It fits perfectly. So even for bigger trucks or longer cars, you got still a lot of room to play with. But most importantly, because I want to maximize the space here, a lot of cars are going to go straight like this. And look at that. It still fits with still room to spare. So that was a huge bonus. And if we put the cars all the way to the side, you can easily fit 3. So let's take a look at what that looks like. All right, so we've got the Monkeys Mobile, a Dukes of Hazzard police car, and the Reservoir Dogs Cadillac. 3 massively long cars, and they fit perfectly in there. You can close it. They don't touch. Now, yes, it is a bit tight, but still comfortable if I really want to maximize my space. Otherwise, I could just reduce it to 2. But having 3 is a great way to maximize space here. And not a lot of cabinets have these dimensions. So assembly did take the better part of the day, but I did do it solo. But I did take my time to do it right. So like I said, these are 2 units stuck together. And so what I did just to secure them together is I put a brace on the top, in the back as well. You can't see it right now. I put a kind of safety bracket here attached to my other cabinets, which are not moving anywhere. So this will help prevent the cabinet from tipping over. And I also have a screw at the bottom, if you can see, that connects them together at the bottom. So the thing with this IKEA cabinet is that each column only comes with 5 glass shelves and the bottom one being an MDF shelf. So 6 shelves in total. So what I did was I brought one of the original shelves to a glass making place to get a custom glass shelf made to put at the bottom. So otherwise this whole section would have been empty. So by adding another glass shelf for each of them, gives me a lot more storage space. And the holes were already there, so you had the option of putting a shelf. But to spread them out evenly, that was what was needed. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the MDF shelf, 7. So you actually have 8 total, counting the bottom. So if I do my math right, you've got 8 shelves, 4 columns times 3 cars per shelf. That gives you 96 cars you can put in here. 96 118 cars. If you're maximizing the shelf to put 3 per shelf. But the coolest thing about this cabinet is the lighting. So I didn't show you that yet, but I installed lighting in each cabinet. Also from IKEA, all LED. And so it was pretty easy to install. I can't really show you behind there right now, but it's just a mess of wires. But basically, each light comes as on its own. What you need is a hub that's also sold at IKEA. And the hub, you can wire up to 9 lights per hub. And they all work wirelessly with a remote. So check it out. So this is the remote that you get with IKEA lights. So this is what I originally put. I had bought 4 for the top, 4 for the bottom, which is the way IKEA, advertises them in their on their website. But what happened was, you'll see that there's kind of like a darker section in the middle, and that gets much worse once you start putting 3 cars per shelf. By the time you get to this shelf here, it's almost complete darkness. So that was not a good situation. So what I did was I installed another 8 in the middle. And the ones that I did in the middle, I had to put with some double-sided Gorilla Tape so they can stick to the glass, because originally these ones are screwed onto the MDF. But that was pretty easy, and this is what it looks like now with the other lights. So everything is well lit up. Even distribution of lighting, and so every car will shine and glow in all of its glory, and I cannot wait to put the cars in here. All right, let's do a little test with putting a few cars in here with the lights on. Just a matter of choosing which ones we're going to put in here just for a test. All right, so we're going to choose some cars with some color, some pop. There's a lot to choose from, as you can see. It's a little bit of a mess, so don't judge me on this. And I will dust them off, clean them off before we put them in the cabinet. So let's choose. All right, got the General Lee. We got a DeLorean A-Team van. The Ferris Bueller Ferrari. Let's put Kit in there. Let's get our Jurassic Park Jeep. Let's add a little bit of green. Put the family truckster in there. I think you can see by now the kind of cars that I like to collect. Very retro. So there's Ecto 1. All right, retro is not retro without the 89 Batmobile. So let's get that in there. Got a bunch of James Bond cars. Let's go with this guy. All right, and let's put 2 more. All right, let's go to the 50s, and oh yes, Christine. How can I forget Christine? All right, Christine is gonna go right in there. All right, let's go with Dom's Charger. All right, this is actually the first time I put these cars into this display, and I gotta tell you, it looks freaking beautiful. I mean, now this is with only 1 car per shelf, which would be a dream if I had the room to have a lot of these shelves. But wow, look at this. How crazy nice does that look? How nice does that look? I am so happy with this and cannot wait to put all of my cars in here. They all got nice light on them. Finally, they have a home. So we're going to be filling up all of these shelves in another video. it's gonna be full. Hopefully I can have some of these cars with only one per shelf. We'll see what it looks like. So yeah, this was just a small video to give you an update of what's been going on here at the Model Car Vault. I spent the summer collecting more cars, shopping around, going to car shows, hunting on Marketplace, just picking up rare cars that have been hard to get. I'm still on the hunt for quite a few of them, but once I get them all in the cabinet, I'll give you guys a tour of what I've got so far in more detail. For right now, yeah, I'm gonna finish putting the cars in this cabinet one by one, strategically. So that's gonna take some time to think about. If you got any questions on this cabinet, on how I built it, or how I put the extra shelves together, or the lighting, let me know in the comments. I'd also love to know if you have any suggestions on any other cabinets, any cabinets that you use or have seen that would be great for diecast cars. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I promise you there will be a lot more videos coming your way real soon. Thanks for watching the Model Car Vault.